Leo, hey there babies, Melissa here to do your weekly love reading. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate for all Leos. If it does resonate for you, however, I'd love a like and a subscribe from you. If you already are subscribed, thank you so much and welcome back. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at the energy you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as an overall energy and a potential outcome. Anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between, just whomever you have on your pretty little Leo brain. Anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About section of my channel. Anything you need to know about booking a personal reading or leaving the channel a donation, you can find in the description box below. Let's get at your love life, babies. The energy you're bringing to the connection you have in mind is the Magician. The energy the person you have in mind brings is the Seven of Cups. And then we have the Six of Pentacles for your potential outcome, the Tower moment. I haven't seen this tower in a long time, so that's crazy. I mean, there was a couple weeks where the tower came up in every reading, and I haven't seen the tower in weeks. It's like, because we're getting like these little shakeups. This is how life works. We go through these little phases, like shakeup, healing, like shakeup, healing from that shakeup, and then the shakeup is really just to kind of keep shaking us back onto our path, okay? To start these new passionate beginnings. You got new beginnings, balance. We got a lot of stuff being provided here. After doing some serious internal work, you did not come here, get here where you are now in this manifestation mode that you're in. By way of cruising, I always, this is the stupidest thing, but I say it all the time, and it makes sense to me. So, that's all that matters, I guess. But you didn't ride the rainbow into the pot of gold. You literally had to, work through some extremely difficult times. Even if they're just internal times that you had to work through, you have done that work, okay? Really finding out what shines your light, and that really brings you into a space of having nothing but quality to offer. Quality friendships, relationships, ending out a lot of cycles that we, again, I love this world card. To me, it means really, it's changing your perception of yourself in order to see the world differently, and healing the perception of yourself, really seeing yourself accurately. A lot of times we are our worst critic, and then that really gives us this sort of almost, when we are in a space of criticizing ourselves, we are automatically criticizing everyone we see. We don't even know we're doing it. It's not, it's not a conscious or a deliberate thing, but that's what these tower moments are for, is to kind of, help us regain foundation and rebuild, okay? So it's about really, right now I'm seeing, I don't know, again, if you guys are breaking up, this also can be a move. We're going to get more to the story. It's your overarching energy, and I'm going to tell you, anytime there is a major arcana in the overarching energy of a connection, it means that this is a deep soul connection, okay? One of those connections that pull and tug at the internal, your internal organs feel like they are being, pulled by a string of sorts, okay? Weird stuff. It's a soul deep level. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, by the way. That is the Scorpio card, okay? So we also have you as the Magician. I love this. This is you. I mean, this is not, it doesn't signify your sign, but the Magician does indicate you, and it just means the person that I'm reading for. And it's about really understanding and being in a space of realizing that we have the power to manifest all of our reality into, it's about this person, the Magician, whoever has this Magician energy, has really rid themselves of all fears. Fear is the only thing that really stops us from our manifestations, from realizing that we are the creator of our own lives alongside with the creator of all things, God. And so it's about really getting through the fears, and that's what the Magician means to me. Somebody who has rid themselves of all those fears and is now able to and willing to and is manifesting their dreams. So, amazing. Amazing, Leo. The Seven of Cups. Your person could be going through some, really trying to figure out. What I like to think of the Seven of Cups is, you can see there's many different things in those cups, and it's about somebody who has been through, it has dated in this world and has gone through, good options, bad options, good options, but that wasn't right for me, even though that was a good person, but I didn't feel a connection there. They're really trying to hone in on their intuition at this time and really feel this connection out and make their choice by that. When I think when the Seven of Cups comes up, this is somebody who's no longer just jumping on the first hot thing they see. They're really trying to feel out which option will be best for them, okay? That's what I get off that Seven of Cups. I have no idea if that's anywhere. I did very little, research on these cards, with the exception of I watched a lot of readings when I first started reading cards. I tried to read a few books, but the information was different in all of them, so I just stopped. Anyways, Leo, we've got the Six of Pentacles as your potential outcome between the two of you. I really love the Six of Pentacles in that space, in this connection. It really means to me that you've both gained your own self-worth. You've both learned how to use your intuition and realize you're the creators of your own reality. And you're not accepting anything less than what you deserve at this time, which is exactly where both parties need to be when coming into a true, deep, loving connection. However, you might have gotten there by way of some big shakeup. Again, this could be shocking in a good way. It just means shocking, abrupt change, okay? So this is just coming by way of a surprise. This could just mean a surprise. And we'll get more. Like I said, I'll be able to feel that energy out more as we get more on your energy and their energy. Okay, so the Ten of Wands indicates that you have gone through something heavy and burdensome. You might be walking away from something, and I don't normally get that on the Ten of Wands. I'm just seeing that now. You might be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you is what I'm getting. And that's not, again, what the Ten of Wands means. It really means coming to the end of a long journey. But I feel like that long journey was you settling for relationships, friendships, work relationships, all kinds of relationships that didn't serve you. They really were burdensome on you. And I feel like they even, they didn't treat you the way you deserved to be treated. And I feel like this Queen of Swords energy is you kind of cutting all of that off at this time. Really bringing you into that space of manifestation, knowing your own worth. Wow, it all ties in so pretty. And when really that's when we can offer this cup of love. The universe offers this to us, provides us with a relationship that will stand the test of time, one that will be totally fulfilling because we've made decisions that weren't necessarily easy to walk away from people, places, and things we knew and were comfortable with. In order to live our best life. And we've been taught and conditioned to believe that we have to stay in situations that aren't fulfilling to us because we made a commitment. Well, we evolve as human beings. And if unless you're completely evolved before getting into something, any of those relationships that I provided for you before, love, work, romantic, friendship, whatever, unless you're completely evolved when you start out those relationships, there is a strong possibility that those relationships are not going to serve you for the rest of time. And it is about, nobody gets to control you or your happiness. You need to know that you are the creator, and you do know this, and that you need, that you have the right to walk away from anything that isn't evolving with you, that is trying to keep you held back in a burdensome time in your life. Lots of info coming through for you. This connection here, though, again, I feel like they've got, this Two of Swords, so they got the Seven of Cups, the Judgment card. Wow. The Two of Swords and the Lovers card. First of all, I mean, the connection's going to be strong. There's no doubt about that. There's so much strength. And I mean, even feeling passion on this right now. The Tower card, which I never get passion on that card, but I'm feeling passion. I mean, this is going to be the kind of connection that really almost feels like it's like you're going to be like, ooh, I could see myself getting too connected to this person. Like, that's how I'm feeling right now. That is going to be, oh my God, I love it. Okay, so anyways, the Seven of Cups, the Judgment card, the Two of Swords. The Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords kind of reminding me of each other right now. It's about using, they have the girl blindfolded on the Two of Swords, and I really feel like it's about not using your eyeballs or what you know by vision to make a choice here. Because they've chosen wrong several times in their life. And I feel like they are really trying to use their heart to choose this time. And I feel like they are going to choose you. This is, well, I don't feel that way. That's what's happening. That's what I'm seeing in the cards is that, the outcome so far is the equal give and take. Really knowing your own worth. And then, again, this is a process that just is a process. You're ending out something here, making sure that all of your burdensome connections are no longer... It's about clearing space for a connection like this, too. Making sure you don't have any relationships in your life that are holding you down, weighing you down. You know what I mean? Clearing space. So that's what you're doing, is clearing space. And they are really trying to make sure that they make this choice wisely. Again, that is good. You want them to not jump right into this because... when they sit back and try to choose wisely and they do come to you, they've made the right decision, okay? They have deliberated with their higher self, they've deliberated with God, and they have made that decision wisely, okay? So this is exactly how you want somebody to come into a connection with you. The Judgment card and the Lovers card, both very strong cards. The Judgment card means they have sat back and evaluated all the decisions they've made in their life and realized that most of those decisions were based on vision, sight, egotistical reasons, whether it be, you know, financial, whether it be looks, whether it be whatever. And they've really realized now what truly feeds their soul and what they actually know what they're looking for, is what the Judgment card is meaning to me right now. They know what they're looking for and they're ready to make that decision. The Lovers card means you guys have you're going to have this strong connection that you get like once in a lifetime. And it also means that they are choosing, you know, they're choosing wisely. 3 of these cards mean choice. And I feel like the choice isn't necessarily between you and somebody else. It's about them over others. It's about choosing themselves first. Now being able to, that's the only way we can come into a true deep loving connection, is when we choose us over everyone else, really do the work that we need to do, come into this healing space where we can now come into the right connection for us. Amen. So the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the 4 of Wands. This is a completion. This really means marriage to me, but I'll get to that. 6 of Pentacles, again, knowing each other's worth and not, I feel like both of you might be sad. Again, this is the outcome if you guys were to come in right this moment. So I feel like at this time there's very little sadness in this outcome, and it's like this connection is very close. That's all I'm going to tell you, is that there's only this one little 5 of Cups over here. If you guys were to come into connection today, tomorrow that 5 of Cups might be gone because this little bit of healing that needed to be done was done. Okay, I know that I'm trying to explain this to people the way it's coming through, but I don't know if it makes any sense. So you've got the 5 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the 4 of Wands on top of that 6 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands is the Minor Arcana version of a World card, and it means a completion. So moving on to the next phase. If you're already in connection with this person and know this person, this would be you guys moving on to your next phase. If you're dating, marriage. If you're friends, a relationship. And if you haven't met yet, meeting each other. The phase is coming, and it really looks like that the end result will be marriage. Marriage by way of divine guidance, I was just going to say, because I feel like that Hierophant means that this is a very spiritually connected relationship and it's being divinely guided. And this card is divine guidance to me. It popped out right then. I shouldn't really even be shuffling, but I thought it was cool. And so it really does look like this person, provided you guys do the end of this, like healing up, whatever that means for you, just really trusting yourself. I think healing consists of getting to a space where we don't allow fear to overtalk our spirit. So it's about trusting your inner voice, hearing your inner voice, shutting out everybody else's voice. You know how we always go to other people, hey, what do you think about blah, blah, blah? What do you think about so-and-so? Should I go do this job? Should I do that? It's about never asking anybody those questions again, because you have all the answers inside of you, and you're actually the only one who has those answers inside of you. And it's about once we come into that space where we truly trust our inner voice, our higher self, our communication with the Creator, and have no need to ask anyone else, that's when we can come into true deep loving connections that, again, we've made the choice because we know what's best for us. Woo! I love it, you guys. Yowza. There's so much energy in this connection. I'm going to tell you that. If this isn't in, I mean, you're going to know as soon as you meet them, because it's going to be like, boom, like fireworks going off the second you meet this person. Motivation. It says, when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Spring into action. Sometimes I feel like that is giving a timeline for us that this may be coming in spring. By the way, it's almost spring. I was just looking at, I was like, wow, like that was the fastest winter. We are almost to February. March is spring. This is crazy, you guys. Anyways, I love you so much. It really does look like a great connection. Again, provided that you guys really do kind of end out these, it looks like you're doing exactly what you need to do. And I think that's the important part. The only guidance I have for anyone is listen to your higher self. Listen to your inner voice. You know what's best for you. And we've been quieted, shamed for our inner voices because some of us have a real what's the right word? Innovative inner voice. I don't know. That's not the right word. Eccentric inner voice. And so we've been shamed for that inner voice, especially if we are very gifted and creative like that, that magician does indicate you are very, creative and innovative. And it's like, so when we have these great ideas and we give them to other people, like, hey, what do you think about this? Should I do this? The idea is great, and they actually usually know it, but they're going to talk you out of it because they didn't come up with it, okay? Weird ending. I love you. I will see you guys next week. Mwah.